Welcome back, guys, to Robbie Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers eliminate the Houston Rockets in six with a dominant 98-78 victory in Game 6 in Houston. The Los Angeles Lakers have finally eliminated them. They were a pain to deal with, the rebounding and all things of that nature, but they're done. Houston is done. They're done. Time to play the Oklahoma City Thunder. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. So, there is a few things I want to get into, but first of all, I just want to say, very grateful for this run that we've been on. You know, I see a lot of fans of other teams saying how, their team doesn't really make the playoffs or they can't get far into the playoffs. They're in the playing tournament. There's a lot of teams that they just can't make, a deep run. They can't. They just can't. And I'm just grateful, being a Lakers fan that I get to see this team, watch this team make the playoffs constantly, there has been times where the Lakers didn't make the playoffs for a few years, but I wasn't even like around during that time, I became a fan in 2018, 2019. No, it was like 2017, 2018. That's when I became, NBA fan, Lakers fan, and it's been really fun seeing this team ever since then. So I was a fan before LeBron came. I was a really big Lonzo Ball fan, but that's how I became a Laker fan. And seeing where the team was in 2017 to 2026, having two superstars like Luka Doncic and LeBron James, even All-Star Austin Reeves, it's been really fun to watch. I'm really happy seeing this playoff run. And yeah, I just want to say I'm grateful. We beat the Rockets, man. Didn't they give us like a 20-30% chance to beat the Houston Rockets without Luka? Ever since everyone heard that we're not gonna have Luka, it's just been, oh, the Rockets are gonna sweep, they're gonna win this. Granted, Kevin Durant did not play, but you have to remember, Luka was out, Austin was out. Austin didn't come back till Game 5. Okay, so I don't want to hear that Kevin Durant this, Kevin Durant that. I don't want to hear any of it. I don't want to hear that. Yeah, but Kevin Durant didn't play. No, no, no. All of y'all had us as underdogs. Everyone said the Rockets are gonna beat the Lakers, and they don't have a chance without Luka Doncic. You guys counted out LeBron James, right? So what did LeBron do? Bro, he put up a massive masterclass in this series. He was on fire. He was on it. There was multiple games where he was just diving on the floor. He was doing all this extra stuff like putting his body, um, risking his body by taking charges. He was really aggressive attacking the rim. He was doing a lot of post ups. LeBron's last game, he had 28, 8 and 7, 28 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. Dude, that's vintage LeBron, 41 years old. You guys counted us out, and we eliminated the Houston Rockets. Also, can we just be grateful that let's just be grateful that we don't have to watch Alfred Sengun anymore. Alfred Sengun plays the ugliest basketball I have ever seen in my life. Is he a good player? Yeah, he is. Is it pretty to watch him? No, not at all, man. Alfred Sengun, I don't know, even know how to describe it. He just plays. I'm just happy we don't have to watch Alfred Sengun hoops anymore. Every time that man gets hit or he feels any sort of a bump, he just cocks his head like all the way back, like every single hit, like all the way back for no reason. I don't know why he does that. Like, can we just play normal ethical hoops? Yeah, you can make the argument that Luka flops sometimes. Austin sometimes flops, but Sengun, man, every single damn play, he just any single bump or anything, it just his head it just comes back. Like, why? Why are you doing that? Is that necessary? Also, the way he scores is so like, how do you even describe the way he plays? It's very ugly basketball. I mean, yeah, it gets the job done sometimes, but he did become an all-star, so I'm not saying that Sengun is a horrible player. I'm just saying the way he plays is not pretty at all. Like, when you see Kyrie Irving or Steph Curry, or it doesn't have to be guards, but even the way Jokic like passes, like it's very graceful, it's pretty, it's nice to watch. But when you see Alfred Sengun hoop, that's some of the ugliest, floppiest, like when I say flopping, I don't mean like he throws himself on the floor every play. He just has these like jerky, floppy movements. It's just weird, man. It's just, man, no more Sengun hoops. Thank you, Lakers. Thank you. Guys, can we talk about Rui Hachimura? Man, that game 6, Rui Hachimura was scorching hot. He had 21 points with 5 3-pointers. Rui Hachimura was on fire, man. Rui Hachimura, he's going to get paid. If he keeps this up and he could do this against the Thunder, he's going to get paid. And I wouldn't mind paying him if he does things like that. You know, the suffocating defense, the Lakers, they held the Houston Rockets to a season low 78 points. Do you realize how important that is? You know, the Houston Rockets, they play ugly basketball, especially, Sengun. But besides that, their style of offense is really like mucky and it's just gross, but it can do some damage. Amen Thompson, if he cuts to the basket, it's over. He's super athletic. He's like a pogo stick. He just grabs it and dunks. Sengun is a good passer. I've been flaming him this whole time, but he can pass. That guy can pass. Tari Eason was playing better. You know what's funny? I can't even think of other players because of how dominant the Lakers played, that I can't even think of other Rockets players that played good. But what I'm saying is the Rockets had a good enough offense to be in the top 5 in the West. And the Lakers just shut down a top 5 team in the West in a game 6 closeout game to 78 points. So what does that say about the Lakers defense? It's really good. And I know the Oklahoma City Thunder is a whole nother animal, but let's just appreciate the moment and not look too far past, the Thunder. Let's just appreciate that we beat the Houston Rockets. We held them to 78 points. And I'm thankful to look back in that. I think that that's a really big accomplishment, and I just want us to continue doing that. Serious series resilience. After jumping out to a 3-0 series lead and dropping 2 straight to the Rockets, the Lakers remained their composure in Houston to avoid a Game 7 and earned a much-needed rest. So, I remember the Lakers won 3 straight, and everybody was saying, "Oh, Lakers gonna sweep." Even I was thinking, you know what? We might sweep this team. We might genuinely sweep this team. But no, the Rockets did win Game 4, and I even said it in the last video. I said, you know what? They were bound to get one. So what? We're still gonna win, right? And then we go to Game 5. Austin Reeves comes back, and we lose again. And I start thinking, you know what? This is worrisome. Game 6 is in Houston. We just lost 2 straight. All the momentum's on Houston side. They're young. The team is going to have to travel back all the way to Houston to play them at home. I started getting worried, that's worrisome. Then we go to Game 6 in Houston. The game starts off pretty close. It's pretty even. My mic still on? Oh, yeah. No, but it's pretty even, right? And then, boom, out of nowhere, the Lakers just go on a huge run. And by the time you blink, they're up by 20. That just shows massive resilience, and I'm very proud of this team. I'm very proud of what we've accomplished. The Lakers now advance to the Western Semis to face the top-seeded defending Oklahoma City Thunder, a matchup where LA will enter as huge, massive underdogs. Imagine going through all that. All those ugly Sengun hoops. just to play the Oklahoma City Thunder. You know what? If Luka comes back, maybe. But am I counting on them beating the Thunder? I'm just gonna enjoy what's left of the season. You know what? Lakers in 7. Lakers in 7. I don't care. We're gonna beat the Thunder. You and me. We're gonna beat the Thunder. I believe. I believe. All right, guys. Later.